The Healer family's amazing, but have you wondered how the house would look if Blue's older brother were still alive? Did you know that there's a photo that might show Chili's first child? The older brother of the main characters?
Oh, are you sure?
If you watch the last video, then you know it's proven. Chili and Bandit actually had a child before Blue. There are 2 episodes that prove it. The show where the girls put on a little play for Mother's Day and act out how their parents met and how they imagine their own arrival into the world. After Bingo accidentally pops the balloon under Chili's shirt, the sisters are confused, but tension arises between the parents. Bandit holds Chili's hand in a gesture of support, because the memory of that tragic and significant moment in their lives has returned to the parents.
These things happen.
The second proof of the Healer family's first child is the episode Rain. At the end, we see the mother and daughter looking up at the sky and noticing 2 rainbows, and then they hug each other. This moment symbolizes that Blue is a rainbow child, which means a child born after the mother has lost a previous child. So the question arises, what would the Healer family be like if Blue's older brother had grown up with them? The dynamics between the siblings. Many of you may not have noticed this, but Blue's older brother is probably in one of the family photos. In the episode where we meet the unpleasant yet funny unicorn, the girls show a photo of young Chili. Looking at the landscape in the background, you can see that she's definitely on vacation in Sydney. And most likely, it was Bandit who took this photo of her. If you look closely, Chili's belly is slightly rounded. This could mean that at that moment, the girl's mom might have been pregnant, most likely with Bluey's older, unborn brother. So in a way, he's also in this picture. Let's assume he'd be a boy like Bandit and his brothers. Why? In the Sleepy Time episode, the character represents Mercury, which is a masculine planet. And assuming the tragedy of the miscarriage had never happened, he would have been born and grown up. And we know he would have been a good puppy and a wonderful son, and also the best older brother for Blue and Bingo. That means he would definitely get along with them. And in many moments where we see Bandit or Chili playing with the kids, he would be there with them too. However, even though he would be an important character in the cartoon, the truth is that the main story would still revolve around Blue, and he would be one of the key characters, but not the most important one. That brings us to the next point. Blue would still be the main character, contrary to what it might seem. Even if Blue weren't the oldest child, she would probably still be the star of the cartoon.
Don't make things up.
To better understand this, I'll use the example of Rusty. If Blue's older brother existed, the Healer family would work more or less like Rusty's family. The sporty puppy is the middle child, but he has an older brother he plays with and gets along with very well. And at the same time, he has a younger sister whom he cares for deeply. That would be nearly the same structure the Healers have. Blue would be close to her older brother and Bingo. That way, we would take many of the same lessons that the episodes present, but with the difference that instead of Blue's peers, her brother would be involved more. And worst of all, Bingo might have not existed at all. At the same time, while the older brother would play an important role in Bluey, you could say that the chances of another character not appearing at all would increase significantly. We're talking about Bingo. We know Bandit and Chili disagree on family size. This is evident in the scene censored by Disney, where Dad talks to the neighbor, and between the lines, we understand that they're talking about a procedure called a vasectomy. It's a procedure for men that prevents them from having more children. However, Bandit, in a conversation with Pat, says that Chili still wants to keep her options open. That means Chili is still open to having more children. However, 5 years after Bingo was born, they haven't had more children, possibly for financial reasons. If the first child had been born and then Blue 2 years later, they likely would have reconsidered having a third child, which might have threatened Bingo's existence.
Little bug, hey ho, ching ching, who will hug him, well who?
If you're here, leave a sign and write a comment. Bingo. What would his personality be like? This is one of the things I most enjoy imagining about Blue's unborn brother. He would almost certainly be a boy with 2 younger sisters. A family model exactly like it was with Bandit and his siblings. Using Blue's dad's family as an example, it's clear Bingo is more like her father than Blue is. This is very clearly seen in the episodes Takeaway and Mini Bluey.
How can you have the same parents, grow up in the same house, and be so different from each other?
Blue has a different temperament and personality, but also shares traits with both Chili and Bandit. For example, she has her dad's creativity and her mom's wisdom. She's also quite lazy when it comes to doing physical exercises, or going to places she's never been before, as we see in the creek. In this way, she's somewhat like her uncle Stripe, who always loses at squash with Bandit. Based on this, we can conclude that Blue's older brother would likely resemble other family members, like Uncle Rad or Grandpa Mort, who loves nature.
Shouldn't you rest, Grandpa?
May, I don't have to. I feel good.
So we can imagine that the older brother would be a responsible person and could even help his sisters with their schoolwork if needed. He could occasionally take them to the park and play with them in various ways. He might even teach Blue to ride a bike, and he would definitely help the parents take care of the girls, especially when they were working. And if you want to help me, leave a subscription, because over 90% of my viewers aren't subscribed to the channel. As time went by and the older son grew up, he would help his parents more and more. It would be great for everyone. We can imagine that Bandit and Chili would then have more time to rest, because right now, whenever they have a free moment, they play with their daughters. If the couple's first child sometimes took that role, the parents could occasionally sleep longer, and maybe Bandit could even go back to what he loves, playing rugby. In the episode Fruit Bat, Chili mentions that the girl's dad is probably dreaming about playing his favorite sport. This is later confirmed when Bluey finds him in her overlapping dreams.
Pass it here, buddy.
Quick! Come on!
Yes, let's go.
Chili explains to her that Bandit doesn't have time to play with friends like he used to. When he's not working, he's caring for and playing with his daughters. The fate of good parents. What caused the miscarriage? As in the last video, I'll now share the possible explanations. Losing a child is a profound event that remains in parents' memories forever, just like with Chili and Bandit. That's why the question arises. What caused the miscarriage that took the life of the healer's first child? I have a few possible explanations in mind. We learned the story of Aunt Brandy, who couldn't get pregnant for a long time. It's possible that in the Chili family, meaning cattle, women struggle to have children. Bingo is the older sister, and she knew very well that there was a risk the same thing would happen to her. Another theory suggests a serious message caused the mom such emotional shock that it led to a miscarriage. The terrible news was likely Chili's mom's death, who had already passed before both girls were born.
Draw often to improve. And under no circumstances should you give up.
Your mom seems cool.
Yes, because she was.
That would be the second possibility. And it would be even sadder since it means losing two family members at once. The fact is, however, that at this moment there is no answer to this question, and it is very likely that the subject will never be brought up in the future.
Thank you.